Hello, and welcome to Behind the Dreams, a series in which we talk with the people who make the Dreamiverse such an amazing place. My name is Multimoo, and today I'm sharing a little bit about Tor and his brother Kevin, who go by Narvikgutten and Majoneskongen in Dreams. You may be familiar with some of their work, such as Machine Lore, the Offroad lands, and the Pilgrim. For this particular episode, Tor preferred to chat over text, so I'll be sharing his story. Tor is Norwegian and currently in his third year studying for a master's in computer science. His brother, only a few years older, is studying medicine. The pair grew up playing Nintendo 64 and the original PlayStation, and some of their favorite games include Super Mario 64 and Kingdom Hearts. Tor's interest in logic and programming emerged from playing Little Big Planet on the PlayStation 3. Even though he was only 11 years old at the time, he ended up spending hundreds of hours with the logic systems in the first and second game. He even tried his hand at making a Call of Duty inspired shooting game with Flash, eventually taking IT related courses and now having computer science as his major. In Dreams, Tor and his brother Kevin have been creating since the beta, in which one of the most memorable games I remember playing was theirs, the Offroad lands. It was the first driving game released by players, and the most thumbed up dream from the beta. The driving itself feels nice and slippery, and takes players on a short, surreal journey across lush and icy landscapes, as well as diving down into a bioluminescent cave section. The way it ends is also a bit of a surprise, and the brothers love to see people's reactions to this. Another project they started during the beta is Machine Lore. Tor mainly assisted his brother on this one, and during the early access I found that an entirely new section had been added to the end. This is not uncommon in Dreams, as it is incredibly fast to create, iterate, and publish. Tor says that being able to make a change and instantly test it out is rewarding, and the test mode where you can stick logic to the screen while playing also works wonders for debugging. He agrees that one of the best parts of creating in Dreams is the awesome community that plays, comments, and gives feedback along the way. Plus, when he shows Dreams to people who have never seen it before, he likes to open up all of the microchips on a character so that the tiny little squares of logic and wires light up as they receive signals. The programming comes alive in a way. The brothers have made and released other elements into the Dreamiverse as well, including a remixable dynamic grass example. But their largest project to date is the Pilgrim. This creation has garnered much acclaim from the Dreams community and surpassed the Offroad lands as their most liked game. Work began on the Pilgrim in the summer of 2019 during the early access. The two lived in different cities, but every time Tor and Kevin would meet up, they usually wound up working on the game. Also worked on it individually while discussing it over the phone. The goal was to make something that would impress the new players and the reviewers of Dreams when the full launch arrived, as well as to show just how powerful the tools truly are. This is part of why there are several different styles of gameplay present within the Pilgrim. To that end, the game has been mentioned in several reviews and has appeared in many best of videos online. One of the most important aspects was also how the game controls, and Tor says he spent about as much time working on the character as he did all the levels. The result was an impressive and meaty game, which takes a new player about 20 minutes to complete, with things like treasure chests to discover and increase replayability. Of course, certain players in Dreams love to compete for high scores, and in the case of this game, speedruns. As of this recording, the top times for completing the Pilgrim are under 4 minutes, and employ all sorts of tricky techniques.
That's fair.
The speedrunning really caught Tor by surprise. The speedrun war, as he dubbed it, is currently between Easy Peasy Runs, JC04TU, and Clitoris. Clitoris often streams his runs on Twitch, and Tor likes to see him finding new tricks in real time to get around the levels in ways he thought unimaginable. Both he and his brother are excited to keep creating in dreams, though Kevin has a thesis to finish writing and Tor himself has exams coming up, so the major work on their next game was planned to begin in the summer. There was also talk of expanding the Pilgrim with a boss fight. However, with the novel coronavirus or COVID-19 causing schools and non-essential businesses to close, as well as asking people to stay home, Tor and Kevin are now with their parents. This also means that they suddenly have found much more time to play with dreams.
Okay.
Now, his brother is the only one who owns a PlayStation VR, but of course, both of them are extremely excited to test out all the crazy stuff that will be made once the virtual reality update hits. But more importantly for them, online co-op creation that will come in the online update is going to be like a dream come true, as they'll be able to work on projects together no matter where each of them are. So, Tor and Kevin are working on their new project, and taking a little bit of inspiration from games like BioShock and Ratchet & Clank. If the games they've released so far are any indication, it's going to be something special. Tor would also like to suggest that for creating, try not to go at it alone. It is much more fun to create with a friend or sibling, and it also means that any obstacles you face can be solved together. Plus, there are people in the Dreamverse who love to help others. And don't shy away from using assets created by other dreamers. They made and published those assets for them to be used after all. People were very happy that their flower, voice, chain, and so on were used in the Pilgrim. Tor likes to think of creating in dreams as a huge collaboration with the community, and I couldn't agree more. You can find Tor on In Dreams at this URL, as well as Twitter and Reddit under the name TMF Wang. Tor loves to post about dreams, and in fact, Media Molecule's own Alex Evans called him a one-man Reddit PR machine. As we come to a close, I wanted to thank Tor again for sharing a bit about themselves and their creations. And of course, if there's someone you think I should talk to, even you, leave a comment below or reach out on Twitter. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time in Behind the Dreams.